Hi everyone. Hopefully we are live and everybody can see us. Um, so if you can see us, give us a thumbs up to let me know that we are in. And we are glad that you are here. Today is a Sunday. The Phillies are winning, which I don't know if I wanted Philly to win or if I wanted Washington to win. Hello, Bella. Hello, Lily. Hello, Lori. We're gonna wait. We're glad that you are here. There's sort of a method to our madness, and hopefully the method to our madness goes well. We're gonna wait as far as questions at the end. Everybody who wants to share as far as the Goldenrod girls, we're going to take turns. And hey, Brian. Hello, my Juanita. We are going to wait till the very end to take questions. And hello, my beautiful corn.
Takes me a little while to do things.
Well, you only have one foot, basically. So we are going to again we're going to start, and it's going to be like one person at a time, and they're going to share about our experiences that we've had over the last 8 months, 6 months, however long it's been. And we're going to
you're breaking up a little bit.
Whoever comes in, and then again, if you have questions, we're gonna wait until the end. Hello, Miss Cubby.
Is Juanita coming?
Juanita, are you coming? She's in chat.
She can
Juanita,
pop up.
if you're gonna pop in, let me know and I'll resend the link, Juanita. And then because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that's happened over the last hot minute, and we want to make sure that everybody gets their turn to share and speak. And I think we're going to go ahead and start with Helly.
Oh, goodness. Can you guys see my iPad at all, or is that very small? Because
you might need to bring it forward a little bit more, Helly.
You know what? Maybe I can. That's not going to work.
Hello, Miss Cat Ocean.
Hi, Cat Ocean. Yes.
And Juanita said she's just going to be in the chat.
I'm going to be both.
I'm just a fireplace.
Well, I'm going to start it with a poetic sentence about an ocean, since Cat Ocean's here. So let's see. What we are talking about tonight is the topic of the log lady. Oh, it's 4:20 in. 4:20 in. And a date of November 19th, 2024. This does have to do with one of our members of our friend group named Corn Freak and what she's been through. And we're fucking sick of it. Oops.
You're okay. I'm not monetized.
Okay. So on 11/19/2024, when a fantastical tale of a whale named Sakala was cast over the ocean of YouTube like a net of deceit. That was the night we're talking about right now. but it doesn't. You'd think that's just maybe the middle. It's still going on. So we're just going to start with something. I don't know. You tell us what this is, okay? And you tell us if maybe we shouldn't be up here talking about this. And why don't we just let it go and get over it? I'm just gonna.
Well, Kelly,
Yeah.
I think that what I would like to do, since I've already spoken quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and is give you other ladies a chance, and then I'm here for filling in gaps, and I'm in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just trying to get it to where I can show you stuff. Sorry, I didn't know the right time. Let's see. Okay, you can see. Can you see?
Yeah, that's good.
You can see it?
It's
No,
better.
you
It's
you
better
can't
than.
see it. Yeah. Bringing it over here. We're good. We did it. Sorry, guys. All right. Can you see it now?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Let's turn it up. Oop.
Yep.
Wait, what?
That means everything will be told about corn. Really?
Wait, what?
Everything. What I've seen that's happened, corn is no longer free. That means everything will be told about corn. Really? Everything. Everything. I'm going out. No longer free.
Was it that I'm no longer free?
Free. You're no
What the
longer free.
fuck? Are
What
you
does that
kidding me?
mean?
Are you
Well,
kidding me?
no, you got to listen to the whole thing though. Play.
That I'm no longer free?
Free. You're no longer free. Hang on, I gotta turn this down.
Are you kidding me?
No, you got to listen to the
Oh,
whole thing though.
it's not working because I need to mute you guys, or you could just not talk right now.
I'm gonna mute myself again.
Okay, all right,
Don't talk, but play it so she can hear the whole thing.
okay.
Hear the whole thing.
Corn is no longer free. What does that mean? Everything will be told about corn. Really? Like what? Everything. Everything. I'm going out. She's going out.
I had to sing.
People find it. Because I was trying to be nice and being the bigger person. It's over. Sorry. I'm not gonna do it tonight, but it will be prepared and it will be distributed.
All right, just go to my channel and watch it. Okay, that's my opening. Go to my channel. I need more subscribers. Views.
So, Helly, what else do you
I mean,
want to share? Because you
I don't really
haven't.
have anything right now because I said a lot last night, so I guess I would love to see any questions. Let me see if there's questions. Let's see. Who do we have here? That's what I want to see. Who's here?
We have Lily and we have Brian.
I feel like I'm on Romper Room.
We have Kirby.
Mhm.
And we have our beautiful cat Ocean.
I love Cat Ocean.
And we have our beautiful Rika, and we have Lady Victoria.
Rika! Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Love all these people. Kirby's mom minion charts. Lily. I don't know. Juanita's here. So, I mean, I just love seeing these people here. Rhiannon, Lady Victoria.
Well, Nancy, as far as our understanding, that her neighbor donated the wood is our understanding, and I believe she had said that in the chat as well.
Well, you know what? It was both types of wood logs. It was some from the neighbor, but then it was added on. It was added on, right?
Yep.
First it was free, and then it was needed on the list. I don't know. I that's what I understood.
And just a reminder, this is our story. This is our opinion, we're sharing our point of view, our story, our life. And I think at this point, this group, our Chicago ladies, our group is able to, or should be able to, share as a group with everyone everything that's happened. None of us are mean girls. That is, if you would get to know and how you see all of us right now when we've done our lives, this is how we really are. I'm the optimistic, perky, quirky one. Nana is our
old lady.
Well, no, you're not the old lady. She keeps us in check. Helly is our go-getter, and she's out there doing her amazing
No,
stuff.
Juanita's the go-getter.
Yeah.
And Juanita is feisty and amazing and wonderful and kind. And Corn is 100,000 million things that I can't even.
You
can't keep up with her.
And
we're glad when she gets surgery because then we can keep up with her.
Yes, this is true.
And how we are is how we are. We don't, again, none of us are wanting this to be mean. None of this, not one of us are going into this with any negative connotations. We're trying to, again, have everybody's voices heard in a way where we can do it, where we can control it, where we can share what we need to share. So, Helly, is that all you wanted to share right now? And again, you can go to Helly's page and I'll post that.
Yeah, well, a wise person reminded me that it's usually not a good idea to share your screen, and I knew that. It was so weird because I could just talk for a few minutes. Last night I was thinking of doing that great idea where you make an unlisted live so that you can use that footage later, but no one else can see it. So then when I made a mistake once, started it a second time, and the second time I forgot to put horizontal, so I stopped that one. And I guess when I did the third one, I forgot to put unlisted. And here I think I didn't even see chat, nothing, because on my phone, you know how it doesn't pop up right away on the horizontal iPhone. And I all of a sudden I saw Rebel said, "Is it okay if I come in?" I'm like, how is someone in here? It was live. So anyway, that's my live from last night. I said a lot there, and I have to do more blocking out and research. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can talk about as far as just the effect on my channel.
Well, how did it affect you as a person? Like, how did it affect?
I have my channel. What are you talking about? No.
So everything that all of us have went through,
yeah,
from beginning till now, how has it affected you personally?
Yeah, it's hard to say right now. If you notice, what I was talking about last night was the end of December, which is only a month ago, and I haven't even processed all. I was processing it as I was looking through it. You know, so it's been a long haul. You've been there with us, Dip. a lot of anxiety, which lessened once I stopped engaging with the personal friendship. Then I was able to just have anxiety about testifying against Scientology. So that was like less, than the other thing. No, just kidding. Just anxiety, but perseverance and being able to still enjoy our life, despite, just a lot of shit. I do have a question about what is exactly is it that Corn has done? And I know you're muted, Corn. You can just wait. Like, okay, like we don't know. Like we know how things got, but I
I
think
kind
people.
of do.
Oh,
I
okay,
do. But it's personal
okay,
and it
that's
has
then.
absolutely
Okay,
nothing to do with
okay,
protesting.
okay.
And so, and
Could you
she's,
just tell us what date it happened, or
n-
like around? Like, was it May, June, July, August, September, October? That this thing that you think might be. When
oh,
did
you
it?
mean that she's saying,
Well, that she's saying now that this has happened, or just the whole thing. Like, why is
oh,
she after you? Why is she
now that
after
thing,
you? Like, what's the
oh, like
reason?
right now?
All now and before, yeah, just the whole thing. I don't know the reason that. I know things got ugly after you had a
Yeah.
personal fight
I
between
mean,
two
I
people.
really would love to know why she would wants to single me out. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm asking. But
Um,
not why single you. It sounds
well,
like is there a reason that she's
uh,
given for why?
Um,
Or you don't have to say it now. I just
and again, I'm going to keep prefacing with the fact
can you
that
close the door?
none of us are wanting to feel
Okay.
like we're ganging up on any one person. We are not
Well, no,
wanting,
I mean we're not ganging up on
no,
one person,
no,
but
not at all.
we are talking about one person, and this is what it's gotten to because we're getting kind of opinions that well they just need to stop talking about it, let it go, when we never even got a chance. It went from the Nora thing to didn't Mike Rinder die like the next day? It like stuff has happened since then,
Right.
real big stuff, and we're small, and that's fine, and
I mean, again, none of us are monetized.
yay.
None of us have link trees. None of us have a need necessarily or a want to do that. However, our channels grow, every one of us organically. That's how all of us want it to go, is organically have it be what it is, not anything else. We want people to enjoy us for us, every one of us. We want all of us to enjoy us for us, not anything else.
But also, mostly, we're just out there showing, the street view and our talking or signs, or I'm hoping to get Helly out there with a guitar and sing us some songs, but whatever way we're out there. I mean, yeah, I guess we show a lot of personality whenever we do the inflatables and stuff. And so I'm sure we'll come up with more stuff like that this year.
And we also share how you even see us interact live when we're in the city. That's genuinely how we are. We laugh, we giggle, we get goofy, we have zero plan whenever we do anything. And
I really think that's the only reason it works.
and we've just genuinely all clicked together, came together, and I wouldn't want any other group of people to be with.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Dip, for moderating, because we do need we are trying to talk separately, and that is the point I wanted to say, that weathering this alone would have been devastating to me, but knowing that I had this group of people that understood what I was going through in my way, and that they were going through it there. But dip is the frickin' glue. If you took something and put some misshapen rocks in there and tried to get along, they weren't. And then you put in some liquid dip, meaning glittery glue. It's gotta be glittery, and you put her in there. Then those rocks would be like, "Wee, the water's flowing." She really is. I don't know that we could have made it without him because we get like,
Yeah.
we're passionate people, and passion goes both ways. It goes to joy, and when you get mad, you're passionately mad, and it's hard. Like
That's me.
But I feel I have that, and I've had that in my life, and I've tried. I got out of the workplace, number one, so yay! Like that really helped. Not talking to people I don't want to talk to, and I do want to talk to these people and everyone I'm seeing in this chat. I love all the names. Like being out on that street and having that chat is with me. If it's 5 people,
Hey, Papa Smurf.
Haggis is always there. Like I'm not going to name names because I'll forget. But everyone, Minnie, I don't know if she's here.
Oh, he just popped in, so that's the only reason I said it.
Just that they were there back in April when we first started going out. A lot of people have been there this whole time, a lot, and the new people and the medium people. I see MD Medium. He's medium to me. Rhiannon. I know that name. Cat Ocean. I know she's a blast. She's she's another, let's just say, passionate person. All right, who's number 2? I can come back up. Yeah, I'm gonna
Nana.
Boring stuff. You guys ready for this?
We're ready.
I'm very ready.
Again, she's the log lady. We're not here for hate. We're only showing receipts. If she's more than welcome to come up on panel if she'd like to. Right? Okay.
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely. And that's what we've said. We're not about hate. We're not about not one of us, the 5 of us, not one of us has a mean bone in our bodies. Are we passionate? Yes. Are we do we get a little feisty? 100%.
Well, especially when one of our group gets threatened, yes, we get a little feisty. Sorry. I'm too old for this shit.
But we've kept our circle tight for a reason.
Yes. But
we love each other. We are family now. It didn't start out as family. It started out however it was, but everything has came organically.
Okay. You ready?
Okay. We're ready, Nana.
Okay. If you can't read this, I will gladly send any of this to anyone that requests it. My email address, neverinnana@gmail.com. Very easy. This is the arrest on 4/27/2024. The charge was battery makes physical contact, class A, type M. Here's the actual arrest paper. You can't really see her mugshot, but that's okay. I blacked out everything else. It was filed on the court May 2nd, 2024. Here's all the police officers' information on there. These are the officers that actually arrested her. Here is what the charge was. It was battery. Okay. That is what it was for. It was filed May 2nd in Chicago. That was the arrest when she was in jail. All right. Now, the charges that were filed May 2nd, again, May 2nd, were agreed to. It was battery, make physical contact. Here's the explanation. Of course, I blanked out both. They said that she hit or touched physical contact with her breast against the victim and her right shoulder. It was an altercation. The victim was attempting to wash the sidewalk off in front of the Church of Scientology. Okay, here's the first attorney's name. We never said she didn't have an attorney. At the first court date, everybody saw the attorney. So that was never an issue. We knew there was an attorney to begin with. That is correct. That was filed May 20th. Chadwick did not show up for court, so it was put on hold, or I forgot what it's called. They stopped the charges anyway. Then it was reinstated on March 28th by the actual state's attorney. Decided to refile the case. Now it says right on here that the stipulation for her for pretrial release was that she could not go by 650 South Clark. That was the only thing on here that it shows. There's no other restrictions. Just stay away from the following location. So that's on there. And here is the actual refiling from the state's attorney saying that they wanted to refile the charges against her as battery. Okay, that was on 5/28. Okay, so we've got the charges. Now we go to, let's see, where do we go? We go to the second attorney, which was actually filed in September. He did it electronically on the 23rd. He did not go to court. He did it electronically first. He took over the case on October 30th. This is his paperwork. So we know she had two attorneys, one at the beginning and one at the end. Okay. Now, the next thing is the certified copy of what actually went down in court. This is a certified copy. It's not a generalization. It's what happened in court. There is no mention. There's the judge's name is Peter Gonzalez. Here's her recharge. Oops, let me turn the page. There's the reinstatement of charges right on there. And on July 8th, she was given a public defender appointed. It says it right in the file. And I'm not making it up. It's right there. I know it's hard to tell because of my camera. And the only thing it's showing is to refrain from going to certain geographic areas. It was a stay away order, not a gag order. There is nothing mentioned in this certified copy about a gag order or a warrant. If you look at the dates, the warrant was supposed to be in November. There is nothing there listed for November. If it was a judge-ordered warrant, it would be listed. Okay? And that's the certified copy. There you go, right there. Now, next is, where am I at? We know she had the second attorney. Now she pled guilty, right? This is her sentence. She has supervision. It says it right there, supervision for 5 months. Okay, so she signed the form. The only thing, there again, like Helly was saying, she signed it on the 16th of December, not the 18th. So she knew she was taking a plea when she went on and said, oh, gee, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Just saying. Okay. Now, here is the thing that says no gag order issue, because the only thing that's written on here is to stay away, even though this is her text message. And here's another one. Okay.
I want to go ahead and say now that I saw in real time while while Log Lady.
Leave it to Corn. You're not letting me finish my wall, Corn.
Because I needed to say it there while I had the thought on what you had, but I watched in real time while she was sending messages to a couple of you saying things along the lines of, I hope she doesn't do anything to.
Oh, that's next. It's over here farther.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll shut up then.
Now that she said it, this was one of the ones that I got from her. Can you see it? I hope Corn doesn't screw it up today. Now, she's been after Corn for a long time, but we know who's in her court because he's been attacking her a few times. And I just wanted to show this because I thought it sort of tells you what kind of person this log lady might be. Can everybody see what that says? Can you read that? Yes or no? Am I clear? Corin, can you see that?
I'll read it. Yes,
No.
I hope. Saul has a good heart, and his story was twisted by DOA and Sandra.
Okie
Is
dokie.
that from Log Lady?
That's from Log Lady.
Okay. I'll just interject. I had a live last night, and I heard that Saul was attacking Corn.
Oh, well, that's why I put
And
that
I
in.
did find an archive of Saul. So if you want to check out my live, you'll hear it's not a racist word, but it's a different type of word.
All right. Let me
Okay,
finish.
bye.
This is another from Log Lady. For some reason, she thought that Corn was going to be the subpoenaed for Scientology to testify against her, which makes absolutely no sense. But that's what she was sending out to give us the idea that Corn was such a bad person. And oh my gosh, she's going to go against everybody. Now, she also said that her lawyer in Nora's chat was going to come and talk on YouTube about her case. And I talked to a few lawyers that I know, and they said they would absolutely not do anything like that. Okay, so then we also have, this just happened before the case was over. I received some messages from her, and she's dead agenting Janelle. So, you know, it's like she had already knew that Janelle was going to stop being fraud. So she wanted to make sure that no one believed anything Janelle said. And it's about her making passes at her. And, you know, that she was like an OSA spy, and she couldn't believe that, you know, she was in her chat, and she just wanted to make her the bad guy again. This is when she was actually talking about that she didn't know if she was going to plead, and this was the night before court. 12/18. See, I have court date tomorrow, 12/18, and she said she just can't make up her mind if she's going to do it or not, but she had already signed the papers. They were already signed on the 16th. They weren't filed till the 18th, but she signed them on the 16th. So, and here she said that we never showed up to court for her. Well, this was a text that I received that she threw poor Style Audit under the bus, saying that's the only reason why she kept saying that, because she didn't want her to show up to court. Well, what the heck? Anybody showing up to court is a good thing, because it shows that you have somebody backing you. So we could never figure that out. Again, on the arrest warrants, Corn, it's all Corn's fault. She's going, you know, she's got an arrest warrant out for her, even though there's nothing on here whatsoever that says an arrest warrant. Also, it says that she hopes Corn doesn't screw up. What the heck could she screw up? And when she did the night before she did her live with Nora, I just wanted to show you a little manipulation tactic that she was using through me. She knows I like the political side of things and different attorneys and stuff. So she had sent me this letter saying, I was going to ask you tonight if you'd come on with the lawyer to talk about Kim Fox and the new state's attorney. This is for me to go on Nora's Live with her and talk about the politics in Chicago right now. She did this because she wanted me to come on to Nora's with her. I don't know if you guys remember, she had mentioned my name at the end of the stream that, it was, Never a Nana that stood by her side. I did, because I had absolutely no idea this was actually all the grift that was going on. So that was the main reason. So that's the storyboard. And then we have, of course, we know, here's just a proof that I did actually give her some money. There was more, but I could only find one before this came on. So she also said that the supporters of DOA want to know as soon as possible. The true supporters are under the radars, and those that hate DOA, he never lifted his voice to help. People want instant gratification. Well, no, that's not what we wanted. We just wanted to know where the money, and we still want to know where the money went. Where is the $10,000 to $13,000 she spent on lawyers? It's not no. So if you have any questions, just put them in the thing. Also, I have the sub count, which we've been keeping track of. There's a new site called sptv.de.cool. It actually lists all of the different streamers. And I know it's really small and you guys can't see it, so you'll have to go on their site. But Nance is on the bottom and Natalie is underneath her. Now, Nance has 22,200 subs and Natalie has 21,000 subs. So how does that work? Natalie's got 969 videos and Nance has 62. Also, you can check Social Right because she bought another 100 subs. She's up to 22,200. And she's never lost any subs. Zero. There's no sub loss whatsoever. Okay, I'm done. Any questions?
And again, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yes.
And we'll answer to the best of our ability. And again, none of us are trying to be mean girls.
No.
Because again, not one of us are mean girls, not one of us are hateful, not one of us are unkind people. It's just been a lot, especially for these three ladies to have to go through, because this has been an ongoing thing for a long time. Now, I will say she is more than welcome to come up if she wants to message me. She's got my cell phone number. She can message me and I will share a link with her. She is more than welcome to come up. And none of us are yelling. No,
not yelling.
We just, again, it's been a lot that we've been through, and I've continually said I'm not going to, I've genuinely said, and these three ladies and Juanita have said, or I've said from the beginning with her, if even all the stuff that I've had to deal with in my text messages from her, I would still be there for her. If she called me or sent me a text and said 1,000 things for the whoosy whatsies or whatever, I would drop everything. And whether I would drive down, take the train, I would go and I would genuinely do what I needed to do for whatever she needed. And that's not me saying the whoosie whatsies. Oh, Nana, we lost you. That's not me genuine. That's me being genuine. That's me being me. And every one of these ladies will tell you the same thing, because that's just who I am. We don't know. We don't know. We're genuinely perplexed, and we don't understand why the hate, why the vitriol, why all of the hot mess. And it's started and progressively gotten crazier and crazier and crazier. And no, and like, just not one of us understand any of this. And we don't understand. So again, if you have any questions, somebody asked about Shannon when she stopped protesting. I think that's what I'm trying to go back and find it. And I should have been starring stuff, and I wasn't paying any attention to starring stuff. As far as Shannon,
I don't mind filling in there because
okay.
Shannon was the first person that I really protested with, and she was the person that I reached out to help her with the opening. She did a lot of the work. I know that she reached out to Pearl for a lot of that because Pearl had handled the Austin opening. And so I don't know why she and I didn't communicate after the opening, but I did try a couple of times to send email messages or text. I don't really remember now because it's been a long time. And I didn't get a response. And so I started going with Freezy New Project. He lives in Wisconsin like Helly. And so whenever he knew he was going to be in town, because I didn't want to be out there alone. And then I made more of a connection like with Juanita, and Helly realized he was going to be able to start coming back. And so, but at first it was mostly me and FXP. And so then just as I got comfortable, that day that Joe Cool came, which I really still don't understand exactly what the point of was that day. I just know that it was some kind of arrangement with Elias, the mod, knowing Joe Cool and being able to make a connection with being Log Lady's mod as well. And then, in fact, Kat should like this right here because this will show you like the true heroes in my eyes aren't going to be personalities. So that day, Wendy said to me, because we were getting ready to get up and go to lunch or something, and he said, "Why don't you stick around because somebody's going to be, somebody might be showing up or something." And then next thing you know, Kat shows up, and I thought that was who we were waiting for because I hadn't seen her in like forever.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then like there's video. Maybe Helly will clip some shorts of that too. Our funny response to Joe whenever he came over and asked.
We're going, what? What are you talking about?
We had no idea that it was pre-set up. So he came over and we were standing out there with our honk signs and everything. And he came over and asked, how do we deal with like conflicts and things like that? And the only person I'd really had conflict with was Shannon, but it really wasn't conflict because I just protested with other people. And then she started showing up with Yisrael. And so, so everybody was still doing their thing. But yeah, so our answers were kind of funny that day because we were just like, well, we haven't really had. I don't really. Helly, do you remember how we answered?
I don't think we really even knew.
Yes, I do. We answered. So he said, looking back, it was such a setup. But
yeah,
I think this just shows even more so why we were there because me and Corn were just like, oh yeah, like if we didn't get along with someone, we'd still come here and hold up our signs and do our chat. Like we were just.
I said, what do you mean? What do you mean? We can look.
Yeah, like
what do you mean?
That was genuine.
Well, he didn't say, yeah,
genuine naivete right there.
Yep.
Okay. Not that I have to try too hard to convince people of how naive I am these days. But, yeah. So anyway, let's see what happened. Well, and then unfortunately that day she did kind of, I didn't understand that there was already some bad blood between Log Lady and Shannon. So,
Yeah, no.
Because I wasn't in contact with her about those sort, anymore at all. So, um, then, she said some negative things about all of us that day,
Yes.
but that was due to
She said,
her.
motherfuckers.
But I think that was because she probably had the perception that
We
we
were
were
all,
all big
yeah,
on Log Lady's team.
right.
Really, we were just all truly individuals. And
Out
no
there.
matter how much people wanted to assume
Yeah.
what they knew, we didn't know things that people thought they knew.
No. And we weren't that close at that time either.
No.
We were out there protesting, but we weren't really like we are now.
No.
We knew each other, but not like now.
No, not like now. And so, yeah, trauma bonding, I guess, because as we've literally had to try to come together and say, why is this
Yeah.
happening?
Well, yeah, there's no why for what's the question? Do we think I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I have no idea.
The only answer I can give to that is that the night that I was there with her, my suggestion was that she should speak to somebody. And I'm going to leave it at that because I've already rehashed what we talked about that night. And if you really want to know, it's on the community post, and I'm not trying to dig it in.
No.
I personally have a therapist, that I went to immediately after this. I still have the notes in my wallet, you guys. I wrote notes.
Yeah.
From all the issues because I was so disheartened after that night. Like, I'm not going to be able to continue doing this because if I was this wrong, or if it's this messed up. So anyway, but we bounced back, but then that was when I discovered, okay, so that's what happened. Then I met with you all for the first time since that happened, and I found out that for 2 weeks you had already been told, many things about me, including what Saul's trying to go after me about.
I share that was quick on the phone, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, and the origination there is also on my community post because it starts with Sir Creepy and Karen.
Yeah.
So, and back then, Log Lady was still trying really hard to be in with Karen because she didn't want to be called out.
She needed.
She was told to remember that the group text we had, and we said, we'll be there for you. We will be there in your chat. Like, because she was being given the ultimatum, either you call out and denounce DOA or I won't promote your GoFundMe anymore.
Right.
So,
or not GoFundMe,
there you
but
go.
her 10 link and everything else, but everything but a GoFundMe. Buy me a coffee.
And then we need to address the Boobathon, and we have all noticed, because we've all been watching I Am Mrs. Che, and we noticed how she pointed out the Boobathon and the 9 people captured on that screen laughing at the joke about the Rodney. Nance is one of them.
Right.
Nance,
including Log
damn
Lady.
it!
Including, okay, just pause on that for a second. Why was she laughing at that joke?
It was her Boobathon. She was raising money.
Right, but why was she laughing when she later said that she also had an unwanted interaction with
her? She was a victim. She was one.
So why would she laugh? Was that after or before? I don't really know the timing.
That was before. I don't really know. But anyway, I just wanted to say why.
I'm sure it was after Louis Repetto. I think that was already started at that time, because why would Aaron make that joke?
No, that was started. But had Nance, Log Lady, already said that about herself, is what we're asking. Of course it happened already, I
think that was declared pretty immediately in a community post. I think that the victim status there, or naming that, yes, this happened.
Right.
But was done right away.
Right. That's what I mean. It was way before, because Louis, he stopped, right? I mean, he was already persona non grata at that time that she did the boobathon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right, Val, we're not, I mean, we're not saying that it's not, because
Yeah.
they did the joke at the boobathon, so we already know it was after Louie, but was it after Log Lady said she got a text or not, is what we're trying to figure out.
Well, it had to have been. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
that she personally, not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know about
Her
it.
personally would have had to have been before, because he stopped before the boobathon, because he was brought. I mean, everybody, it came to light, right?
Well,
It had to have been
at least the
right.
3
Major victim.
no, the 3 streamers that addressed it.
Right.
You know, the 3 lives that addressed this issue.
Right. Was
Anyway.
before the boobathon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I don't think anybody heard from him after they came out and said that stuff.
But of course, I honestly don't know that we would know that either.
No. But I mean, just out
but
of.
His YouTube disappeared.
Right.
And, yeah.
Anyway, the joke was made. She was there. Thought it was funny. It was a money-making boobathon. So.
It was only the first, too.
Yeah.
There was another. And it was also named Boobathon.
Yes.
And again, Rika had a question.
Yeah.
Was she effective at protesting? Because she didn't really watch her. And I don't think, because then I was behind. Yeah. Then I was behind the scenes. I was here, not in the city. And everybody did their thing a different way. I don't know if she was ineffective, because again, I wasn't here, or I wasn't in the city. I was home behind the scenes modding for her and modding for Corn and making sure that they were safe behind the scenes. So that I don't know.
Rika, our org is almost like yours, only a little bit narrower as far as the sidewalk space. So when there's 5 of us out there, we're standing pretty much together because there's only 2 doors.
There's no room.
Right. It's not like, each one of us had a special spot to see if we were more effective. You know who was the most effective? And I think we could all agree. Wendy.
Yes, 100%.
Because he would go after all the body routers. He would go in the back and he would interbulate them like crazy. So as far as her, I think everybody standing out there is pretty much an equal amount of.
However, I don't believe that she was a talker.
No.
And most effective, I would say, would be the ability to park directly in front of the place.
Yeah.
With a large vehicle to poster the vehicle. That's very effective because you can do it all around. So you get the street side and you get this side. So I think that was her most effective. But she filmed me a lot and Juanita.
But she was also only out there 4 times before she was.
And a couple after with us.
Yeah, well, I think once, maybe, or twice.
Oh, that big group one with the day we're talking about with Joe Cool.
Right. But I mean, it wasn't like she's been out there for 8 months every other weekend. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Or even by herself. I don't think she went to the org downtown. She was supposed to go after court, but that hasn't happened. Although it is cold here, I must admit.
Ooh. Also, just because I'm kind of going back, because I want to make sure I don't misspeak regarding Shannon, because it's been so long and because I did not personally have any actual issues with her. It's so stupid that if all our things is that we weren't able to connect by email, that's no big deal. But I do know that there was a lot of friction there because Log Lady knew that Shannon had experience in the legal field, and expected her to do more for Log Lady, of course, free of charge. And her approach to that was a very demanding, why aren't you, or if you cared. I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't positive.
Oh, and yeah, I agree. I like to be in chat too, and sometimes it's like, what the heck are they talking about? And some chats go so fast you can't even keep up with what's going on. I don't think ours is. I mean, I think we try to be involved with chat as much as we can, and we really don't have any subtle little. I mean, we're pretty. We're pretty straightforward at what we say. I think we can tell that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not really.
That's the other positive thing about not having any intention on monetizing. I've said it from day one. You can literally go back and listen, which is why I'm not uncomfortable about any of this. If
Oh,
you don't find me to be someone relatable to you, and you find a streamer that you'd rather watch, that's fine. But I've said from the start that I am rough around the edges, and I'm gonna say things that, you know, because I don't watch what I say. You guys have to roll me back from talking too much to people on the street.
yeah.
So, like, got
And
my big sister out there, watching out for me. So
Well, and we don't know, like, everybody has done so much behind the scenes and even went in front of different channels and shared different things and been open. Every one of us are open, and
well,
and again,
open about what we need to
continue.
be open about, but what they're trying to get me to be open about
yeah, you don't need to be open about it.
No,
is
But
nobody's business.
here's
And
two
it's
things.
also, I would say that, it's kind of despicable to bring up that sort of thing.
Okay, but here's a couple of points that
Am
everybody
I?
missing. The only thing we asked for was receipts. We only want to see the bills from the lawyers. How much money did she pay those two lawyers?
And prove there was an arrest warrant, or apologize to me.
Well, yeah, okay. But I meant we can't even get a receipt yet, Lauren.
Yeah.
There should be two bills. She had two lawyers. Tell me, of the $10,000 or $13,000 that she raised, what was a bill from the lawyers? Again, that's the same question we keep asking over and over again. And we just haven't got an answer.
Nobody has.
well,
So,
and again, I want to continue to reiterate, not one of us we're not raising our voices, we're not being unkind. Every one of us, again, have been through. It feels genuinely exhausting some days to have to go through this. And we want to, at this point, we just want to move on.
yes.
And we want to focus on once the warmer weather, so we can be out there.
Right. But the personal attacks have got to stop.
This is exhausting. This can't keep going on. And again, if she wants to message me and hop in, she is more than welcome to text me. I will send her a link and she can come in. But this hate and this vitriol has to stop.
I'll even go off camera and just be in chat, because I know I'm the problem.
We shouldn't feel like we're on pins and needles when somebody goes in a chat or somebody tries to speak, because there might be Hot Mess Express. We should be at this point.
Hold on a second. I have to answer unicorns and candy. What the hell is it? Or what are they even talking about? Is your beef with Shannon about when you drank too much that night? I never drank with Shannon. I don't know what they're talking about. Everybody's been trying to say I'm a drinker since the start of this damn thing. If
I've
you have
never.
a beer,
Not.
if you have a beer with freaking tacos, it doesn't mean you're a drinker.
No,
What the hell?
don't
Okay,
pour
wait. Hang on. I'm thinking back to the opening weekend, and there was a night. I cannot remember because there was three of us in the bed, the whatever, the Airbnb. It was me and Shannon and a non-named protester from out of town, and she and I may have had some drinks and gone out as Shannon on her live, but she told us to, and we went and filmed, the people setting up the opening. But I don't. I mean, I don't know. It was funny, and that was very, very long time ago. But I don't have beef. I don't have beef. I didn't even say I have beef. I was trying to say that I think that there was just a lot of a lot of us didn't communicate all together back then, and she probably thought that I was closer to Nancy even then. So maybe the reason she called me a motherfucker that day is because I don't know, that sounds like a beef with me. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, there's no beef. So please don't,
No.
I don't even know where stuff like that comes from. Like the
Yeah,
night that you
there's
drank
no
too
beef.
much. And
I-
then that might be getting confused with the 7 hour drinking binge that Log Lady was on
Yeah.
during. That's not to be confused with that, but
No.
that wasn't my drinking binge. Okay.
So hopefully that clears it up.
Wendy's in chat.
And unicorn and candy. We don't know. Again, we can't speak for Shannon.
But
We
it's
just
so
can't.
far gone that past then. I don't
Yeah.
care why she said that. I really don't.
That
I
was
think she was very effective, and she should, if
Yes.
she was to feel welcome, should come back.
Now, yes, so I've been looking
100%.
over a lot of live streams from that time, and Shannon is very effective, or was very effective.
Yeah.
So when you asked, who are so Wendy and Shannon really were the two most effective, and now you got this
Trashy.
band of misfits here, the misfit goldenrod, or as
We're
Dip called us,
amazing. We
or
said we're the band of misfit toys.
It takes five
Yeah.
of us to make like one of them.
One.
So give us a break, okay?
okay,
We
now
feel
is
we
the
joke
time in
around.
Sprockets when we all talk together.
We joke around that we're like the band of misfit toys from Rudolph.
Yep.
Hey, if we're lucky, we'll go from the goldenrod girls to the goldenrod girls.
Helly. Any other questions
Um,
that are real questions?
I want it noted that I'm not the troublemaker this time.
No, that was Helly.
and again, we want we want everybody to understand if this just has to be done. Like, no more fires at night, hating on anybody. Like, we can't be effective in Chicago if it's a circus.
Yeah. And we're worried about our back or Corn's back because who knows what's going to happen or what's going to go on. That's the vitriol is getting a little more serious, and this I'm coming for you, and the haters are going to know what's going to happen and all this other stuff. We don't need that stuff. If she wants to move on, move on. Apparently she said that in chat that she's only going to protest a couple more times, which I thought was kind of funny because her Amazon wish list had a new camera, 3 different tripods, a chair, a walker, and all that was already taken. So what's she going to do with all that equipment that she got as gifts?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And again, as a reminder, none of us are
Tip, you're seeing the chat. Are they saying that we're being mean? If so,
no,
no.
none of us have any plans on putting an Amazon wish list out there. None of us are planning on doing any of this. Like, we're genuinely not. That's not our plan.
No,
I know
we share inflatables and say, look what I just got.
Yes.
But we buy it ourselves.
Yes.
we buy our pajamas ourselves,
Yes.
our wagons, all our whoosie whatsies. That's what
We don't grift for money. No,
we don't. And we're not knocking anybody who does.
no. When it's for the cause,
but that's
not
our circus, our money.
Not grifting though.
$1,000 for lawyer fees and then not show us where the money went. You know, that's the difference.
And
well, and then since I am the one, you know, because I'm not free anymore. I don't know if you guys have heard, but I am not free.
You're not free.
Do not be fooled by the name Corn Freak. Apparently I'm just a freak. I'm not free. So that is disturbing. And I need to add that this is coming from a woman who holds an LCPC, which is a licensed clinical practical counselor. I think it's practical. That's disturbing.
Yes. And so was her other live that she did about being so unaliving herself.
Oh yeah, she said that she's come up with 3 plans.
Yeah, and you're a therapist and you're putting this on
a vulnerable community.
And again, I want to say this and reiterate, if she were to message me, call me, whatever, these girls will tell you, and I would hope she would even say that I would drop everything in a heartbeat and go to her. And
I think we all would actually.
Oh, 100%.
But
and I've never asked any of you ladies, like, there's a reason why each of you had longer relationships with her than I did, than Juanita did. I was the first person to fall out. Juanita, well, actually, Juanita was. Here's the justice for Juanita, because
Juanita can tell what's going on.
Yeah. And Juanita hasn't even shared.
No, but also sorry, what did I say right before justice for Juanita?
That you were the first one to fall out, but it was Juanita.
Yo, it really wasn't me, because she kept trying. She knew that what she had said about Juanita that night, and I doubt that she's gonna, threaten to release that video footage or audio footage for herself. But my reaction was physical and also vocal. I leaned forward and I was so mad that because she was upset, saying that Juanita
even Juanita
dropped her stream. And
the gimbal. Oh yeah.
Yes. And then she said that she was mad at me for being late, even though I work in a factory, you guys. That's not made up. Like, I actually have a fucking factory job where I like solder and put, things together and bullshit. So, sorry, my brain is, can you tell?
No, you're
damn it, I lost my train of thought again.
No, she did call me after that when the gimbal went off and her live went dead. Oh, she was so angry that night. It was just unbelievable.
Angry and upset because she said, listen to this, that Juanita can't talk to her live as well as I can. Doesn't that sound like maybe I'm being used for my entertainment value?
No, sure you were. Why do you think you were dressed in Kenny on her birthday dancing?
Because that was the only way. This woman couldn't even laugh at 2 dogs humping dip.
Which
If you can't
was
laugh at that,
the best thing ever. So, okay, you have to understand my dark and twisted, wonky, quirky personality. I grew up with a dog who got he was always happy when he saw me. And it didn't offend me. It didn't upset me. I was laughing so hard, and Corn was laughing so hard. We thought we were going to wet ourselves. I had to go to the bathroom.
I was crossing my legs and
I
bending
couldn't
over.
stop laughing. And
I wish you would post that back up there.
We'll talk about it now, how hilarious it was. And I love her dogs. Like,
Yeah.
I just, like, there was no method to the madness, and we didn't understand it. We were so, I don't know. I guess because both Corn and I live in a rural area, maybe we're too Pollyanna.
No, I don't think so. You guys
I don't know.
Yeah. Jennifer, yes, that's actually probably going to happen when Corn can come back to Chicago. We're going to go.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
Yes.
that's 100,000% going to happen. Nana's gonna hold me to it because I just after hearing that, holy crap,
no,
that's really disturbing.
Right.
And for her,
and it probably won't be the last one either. So
ask yourselves, is what she has to say something that anybody needs to know? Because is she alerting somebody, that I'm a danger to the community, the way that we've tried to alert that, there's a lot of holes in her story and that you shouldn't donate money until you at least get some answers? That's in the very least.
That's exactly what we want, though. Just don't go throwing money at her, because there's not going to be any receipts to where she spent. If you want to, fine, but that's not what it's about. I don't think.
So why would she be doing this, except she now sees that because, and especially after now this too, it's not going to stop.
No.
Even with the threats.
Yeah.
I already knew that I've been telling Log Lady, I've been telling people, such as Chi, for months that this is what you were doing with this specific information. So as much as
I mean, it's like
I just don't talk about it because it's not relevant to anything having to do with protesting, and also because it is a sensitive issue, and if I don't have something that's going to help the people who need to handle it in the proper way for their own justice, then I'm not going to say something that's going to make that bad for them. But for that to lead me to be called into question on whether or not I support somebody, especially Nance or Log Lady, whatever.
I'm trying.
I know.
Yes.
At this point, for her to be able to threaten me, I can't help it that I just go by Corn, but she's not Nance Drew either. No. So whatever. I'm still not saying the real name.
And Anne, like, who doesn't love Juanita? Like, you don't understand. Like, none of you understand all the kindness that Juanita does.
And you don't see her like we do because she doesn't pop up here like, know.
She doesn't tell the stories, but boy, the story.
No. She brings us food and water and
even homemade tamales.
And 100 other things that you guys don't see.
Right.
And we don't share it because, again, we keep our circle tight.
Right.
And we would have included her. We tried to include her in that circle.
That was the point of the birthday trip.
And that was the point of going to Battle Creek. That was the point of going to her house and being at her house and sharing all of us with her. And
And
that
once
just
again, it would have made a great home base. We all said that. But after that night, Helly, you told me I won't stay here again.
Yeah.
I went back like a dumbass.
Or, okay, let me. Yeah, so I
and
don't know.
the puppies are the most innocent.
Yeah.
And
Spock is, oh
who
gosh,
doesn't love
the
puppy
energy
love?
of that dog and like his wake up call, kisses on my face. Oh my goodness, he's an amazing dog.
And we would agree the same thing, Wendy. I mean, there's a huge list that they won't quit,
Mm-hmm.
but and I mean the only reason why we're not out there is because it's Chicago and the weather in the Midwest is amazing right now. I mean, at least today it wasn't like negative whatever. I don't know what it was in the city, but I mean, at least like I think today for me it got up to like 30
Yeah.
ish, 30 something. I'd have to.
Oh, we were about the same, but it was windy. So it would have been cold down there with that wind.
And we don't have any plans, any intents to not stop going. We
No.
have what we've said from the beginning, what we've talked about as a group is, can we go every day? No. Can we go every weekend? No. But can we go a couple of times a month? Yeah, absolutely. And we can't make an impact. Like our goal is to make an impact. And
Talk to the neighbors and the students, and
we love those Columbia kids. Like,
Yeah, that's the best part.
Like those Columbia kids are amazing. They're so wonderful and kind, and just they're an amazing group of kids. And
Art.
yes, the logs were on the list.
Yes. Well, I don't know if they were on the Amazon wish list. I think she was asking again for her link tree because she had a coupon to one of the stores.
Well, she had said in a live too. Okay, so hang on, let me backtrack for a second. I don't know if we don't know if they were officially put on, but she had said to her mods to make sure to remind her to put them on her Amazon list.
Yeah.
And I think that's where all that talk came from, that we heard about as far as Reddit went.
And then unicorns and candy.
We
To be honest, we
didn't know it wasn't going to lawyers.
We didn't know as far as we didn't know, and there were a lot of things that she was telling every one of us that was different, that that there was a gag order, that we couldn't say anything,
right,
that she was going to go to jail, that Corn
right.
was going to go to jail.
There was arrest warrants.
There were arrest
Not that
warrants.
I believed that, because you can't gag somebody. And I tried to tell her this. You can't gag somebody who's not even on the court record.
Right. But then it was, her lawyer said that he didn't want anybody showing up to court. Only family only. We should have known probably, but
however, if you wanted to know where money went, she announces that she's unemployed or whatever. And you watched her go to LA, Austin, Minnesota, Battle Creek, a river trip, and talk about massages while in Minnesota. So yeah.
And unicorn and candy again, as far as like, when did we know? I don't.
Not till after the court papers came out did we know lawyers. We didn't know she.
And we
don't still know anything now because we haven't been provided any proof. The court docket we had to get ourselves.
Right. No, we know the whole court case. We just don't know And
How much
that's why
money?
right.
We
But the,
still don't know, to be
No.
completely honest.
No.
We don't. And we know our journeys. We know what she's told every one of us. She's made us, everybody, feel in their own way. Self-doubt, even self-doubting ourselves.
Yeah.
And
well, how does it feel when you give money to somebody and then find out that they were just grifting? You know, that even when she called me and said that she, you know, paid her credit card, it was like, I couldn't believe it. But what was I supposed to say?
No one wants to listen to us now. Are you kidding me?
F you, you know, why would I lie about something like that? You know, now she's saying we're lying.
Or look at how I'm
Yeah.
being. Why am I being personally attacked?
Right.
Was I really supposed to call her out sooner?
Well, that's
This
what
is an obsessive,
100%. Hang on
a
just for a
jealous
second.
woman who is unhinged by speaking this way to a vulnerable community on a live stream.
Hang on just for a second, Corn.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Unicorn and Candy. You don't, again, there were so many people that donated to her that, and you also don't understand where we were at. If we, now, are we talking about this? Yeah. And there are still things that that we won't share because it just, it's not that it would be effective or ineffective for the whoosy whatsies. Again, at the end of the day, we are sharing what we're sharing with you. Nobody should be made to feel like crap. Nobody should be made to feel that they're incompetent. Nobody should be made to feel like a horrible person. And I'm sorry, Unicorn and Candy. If we could have shared everything that we did, yeah. If we could, but the things that we were being told, every one of us were being told separately and differently. Mm-hmm. That's why we didn't speak up. Because, and who, in all honesty, who would have believed us then?
No.
Like, realistically, who would
this
have
has been out for
a
few weeks now. Why are we still having to talk about it? Why is she still talking to a fireplace, trying to lie and grift money still? Okay, so really the questions should be asked there.
And why are people believing that?
Yeah.
And we want to move on. That's what y'all don't understand.
So
like,
badly.
We're done. We're over it. We want to be past this. We want, every one of us are adults here. And again, I'm continually checking my phone because if she's here and watching, she is more than welcome to come on. I even shared with her, and I would hope that she would share this and say this. I offered her to come on and just her and I, so she could share her point of view. And I could have done it 1,000 different ways. I could, and she declined the opportunity. And I'm still more than happy to have her come on. And again, there is zero hate for her. There's zero hate for her. And we just want to move on. We want the hate and the vitriol to stop. Like, that's what y'all don't understand, is we are so over the hate and the vitriol and the whatevers. Like, at some points we felt like we were circling the drain because it took all we had to keep our heads above float. And we would talk and we would be like, it took all of us to keep our heads above water.
Well, and also we wanted to keep protesting, and it is hard to do that if you focus on any of the, like, obviously
she was, hang on, and she was blackmailed. Like, realistically, Unicorn and Candy, every one of us, in a different way, has been blackmailed.
But I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know that it was I didn't know back at the birthday we talked about the lawyer that night. I was trying to figure out things then.
Thank you, Becca.
I still thought I was a witness then.
And again, if you have questions, ask her. You can email her.
Right. Or ask if you have a
Or
question.
ask her.
Yes,
But also, we didn't promote her link tree.
No.
We did not speak about her at all while we were out there, because whether it was true or not, to say that there was a gag order, I just made it a point to never talk about her at all.
Right. We all did. We all did.
Yeah. And so, because if she would feel more secure, you know, by us treating ourselves as if we were gagged about it, I didn't see that as an issue, because, you know, there wasn't really so much you could talk about it.
Right.
You know, and again, that we need to keep reiterating with y'all that we were trying to be supportive of her, you know, up until even the last
maybe
October.
Months.
Like, I can't give you an exact date.
It was,
but
the arrest when the arrest warrant happened.
Oh yeah,
November. Every one of us were still supporting her. And again, I again would be there for her through all of this, for whatever. Every one of us would, because not one of us are mean girls, not one of us are hateful, not one of us are vengeful. We just are done. We're adults.
Now that doesn't mean that I'm ever going to trust her, because no.
And you were still going to go see the police about that.
Oh, absolutely. That's the first thing I'm doing as soon as I can walk.
Right.
Like, I'll still be, listen, this is how much this means to me. On the 30th, I go, and hopefully we'll get a boot so that I can, be told that I can start walking in the boot, but I'm still going to have the knee scooter. I don't care. I'm going to drive. I've driven in a boot 3 years in a row, with my other foot. So I'm going to drive my ass to the train. I'm going to roll my ass onto that train with my scooter, and you're going to meet me, and you're going to help me through that process, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not actively doing anything. Like, I'm supposed to be healing from surgery.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to get on here, and up until the point where we can go back into the city, we want to be able to be ourselves with each other, so all of you can see how we really are, because
but also I miss you all. I mean,
and we do miss each other.
That's
again, we're a family.
We're close to each other, so that makes it a little bit more difficult to. The way we get together is we go down and protest, right? I mean, or we go someplace like or whatever.
I still want to go to that Harry Potter play in Chicago, so I might make that like my fun thing to do.
I think it's done like the first or the second.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'll have to look when we're done here. I'll look online.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I'm gonna miss it, aren't I?
Yeah, you are, because you can't walk yet.
No, I can't, and I don't want to even go out. Like, I'm still on antibiotics, because honestly, like, I've never had difficulty healing from any surgery, and I've had about 13, 14, and including my other foot. But yeah, it got infected this time, and so
you got.
And then I had my first fall off my knee scooter yesterday.
Oh no! We need to get you a helmet.
Wait.
We need to get you a helmet. Okay, what's the next question?
It was in the parking lot of the
grocery store. Dylan said you guys are being done, or you guys being done is valid. Thanks for what you have done, bringing exposure to this. Even taking on this mess is admirable and respected. I'm glad for the connections that have been made.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dylan. That's really appreciated.
Yeah. And us too, because
we want to be able to go back out there, and so we're trying to clear, any questions. Like, we want to go out fresh.
Yeah.
and we genuinely enjoy each other, and none of this was planned. Like, I started modding for Corn, just, and then we decided to meet in real life because we started talking, and we were mommies from, we're sisters from, another mother. We're like so much alike, it's not even funny. And
Including our
then,
life
so
circumstances and children and everything. So
1,000 things.
Mhm.
And then, it became, the two of us. And then we met up with Helly, and then we met up with Juanita and Nana, and we've just never looked back. And we don't want to look back.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
We want to go forward because we love each other. We're genuinely family. And we love our family.
Our chosen family.
Do you have any other questions? The actual paperwork, I said I will send to anybody. My email address is neverinnana@gmail.com. If anybody wants a copy of anything I showed tonight, you're more than welcome.
Oh, what's your new name though, Helly? You want to tell everybody what the new name is that you gave our Never In?
What?
Helly, she gave
Her
you a
real
new...
name is Never Intimidated Nana.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she and Dolan. You got to watch her with Dolan.
That video is the best.
It is the best.
That
it's
is
like
the
she's
best.
his big sister.
What a badass.
It was a mistake, and I was really lucky.
Never Intimidated Nana.
But now, since it was a mistake live, and now you're lucky, we get to call it you being a badass.
I guess so. But
yeah,
I was lucky that he didn't take me in.
I know. It was. I was watching, and I'm like, holy crap, that's ballsy.
I haven't stopped. Thank you for Dramatic Red Jello. I haven't stopped modding for Natalie. I had a lot of personal stuff going on, and my dad, my grandma, and an aunt all passed away within 6 months of each other. So I don't know. That just sucks, and it took the wind out of my sails.
And your modding for me really just involved being there with me on the street after a while. So,
and I love Natalie. Like, I absolutely love Natalie. Like, I absolutely love her. But just when the wind gets knocked out of your sails, and when my sails just are taking a hot minute to blow back, because my grandma was my person, and I don't know, I'm gonna cry if I talk about her. No. So my grandma was my person, and I miss my grandma, and I miss my dad, and so if I talk about anymore, I'll start crying and sobbing. And
did Juanita want to come up at all before we?
Can I ask a question to the girls? No, sorry. Did any of you guys get asked to be a part of the Boobathon at all?
No.
All of a sudden,
no.
I wonder.
I think that Helly and I were. I'm trying to remember. We were there. We were going to be there anyway, but we sat outside. We were around the log pit, and she went inside, and I remember offering that we could have joined her, but she did not. She was not interested.
Interesting.
I'm glad now.
And again, genuinely, if you guys have any questions, ask her. Like, we don't, and if she's
we were being left in the dark. That's why we don't know.
If she's watching, I will send her a link. And if y'all have any questions, like, contact her. We just, at this point, like, our journey has sailed for that, and now we are. I
just wanted to clear up the lies that were told, especially about the arrest warrant. Um, there was a lot of bad talking me in the lives after that, from what I've been told.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As far as, you know,
You were to blame.
me putting her freedom in jeopardy,
Yes.
Oh,
whether it was intentional or not, but clearly it was intentional. Yeah.
She started
when
at Chadwick because you were yelling. You were up in
Oh,
front,
yeah.
and
I forgot
yes.
about that part.
Yes.
Hey, Wendy wants to know what we're gonna do the next time he's in the city. We'll put
Oh,
him in an inflatable.
got it. We got to go get tacos and beer.
We,
That's,
well, it has to involve food. Some
Yeah,
type of
it
ethnic
always
food.
involves food with us.
yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Absolutely.
I always said I wanted to bring my Bigfoot costume, and I think that he's the tallest one for it.
Go.
That
He
would
can
be
be the
awesome.
Sasquatch.
So we'll dress you up in an inflatable, Wendy.
Oh, I'm sure he's looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll get in an inflatable.
Why not? Listen, it works. It works
We'll
out
make
there.
it in the summertime, and we'll call it his Purif on the street. Get him a Red Bull.
And
I
to
think
be
it'd be
honest,
funny if he showed up in an inflatable and surprised us. To be honest,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be
that would be
hilarious?
funny.
We wouldn't be expecting it.
No.
Well, and here's the thing I want everybody to understand as far as me and my journey. I had zero intentions on starting a channel. I was happy behind the scenes. Like, that was my circus and my monkeys, was being behind the scenes. And then things just, I don't know.
Well, you met me, and it's all been.
Well, Wendy knows. He tried to talk me into going live. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times.
And Nana had no intentions.
Nope.
Like, we were happy behind the scenes. I
Yep.
mean, we were happy doing what we needed to do behind the
Even
scenes.
whenever I first started and Helly first started, none of us were live streamers, not one.
No.
We were all showing up there. Like, I liked being the support even on the street,
Right.
because then I could still protest, but no responsibility at all.
Right.
So that's why I like to just set up on a tripod and chalk, because again, it doesn't feel like responsibility. Even you guys are the ones watching my back. So, yeah.
Okay, girls.
Well, if nobody had, Holly, we're glad that you're here.
Hey, Holly.
Because she said she just came in late to the party.
Oh.
Well, next time maybe we'll because we've done pajamas. Even when he came in pajamas, he was wearing, I think, a Walter Payton jersey.
Yeah.
I had my Dalmatian, like, we were all dressed up, so we'll have to
Always do like a Valentine type theme.
Could be. Yes. Well, we have to do one before the March 3rd thing, because we want to sort of plan on what we want to do for that weekend.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. It's our anniversary too,
I know.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I don't have any stream of my own to watch, so I have to find the other ones.
It's like, oh, there's my feet. I'm standing next to Holly. Oh,
or then I'll hear my voice, or I'll hear my Elron in my backpack.
Yeah.
My Elron on my speaker. But it's so strange to see us all out there. And yeah, it's like watching a whole movie now.
Right. I did that.
Well, I always think, and we've talked about this before as a group, like where we were a year ago.
Right.
And none of us planned to be the goldenrod girls of Chicago and Wendy. We got to throw Wendy in there too. We can't forget about Wendy.
Nope. Wendy's
and there. We just, none of us were planning this. I mean, a year ago, I was,
I didn't know where it was going to go after the opening. No. I just knew that it was so close that I couldn't not volunteer to help.
Right. And it's crazy because the movement has changed so much in a year.
I know. I know.
But Chicago is still Chicago. You know,
Uh-oh.
we've sort of been drawn
She
into
froze up.
and
Yeah, you'll always
yeah,
be. Yeah,
absolutely, you're an honorary Golden Girl, of
true
course.
that, Wendy.
Yes.
True that.
But we, we've always stayed pretty much even keeled, with the group. So that I think that's the difference. But yeah, there's so many people that have come and gone.
I know.
Still have a group. So
You know who I hope to see again really badly is Shytology.
yeah, but I think she was in Indiana, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
taking care of her mom.
Right.
And so first of all, for her, I would wish that, things went well for her family
Right.
and that her mom is doing okay.
Yeah.
And but yeah, should she ever decide that she
Oh,
wants to, even just for a weekend,
yeah.
pop out there?
Just to say hi to all of us.
Yes, that'd be great.
Maybe for the anniversary.
That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. She has spunk. I like it.
Oh yeah, she was
Yeah.
very effective.
And way braver than me.
Yes, definitely. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know though, Nana. That's the thing. That's why it was so almost like shocking that day, you with Dolan, because I'm like, damn, that's our Nana.
He just made me very angry.
I know. Oh,
don't
that was so
piss me
frustrating.
No, not to piss me off, because then you're in trouble. Then I make
Yeah.
storyboards and you get receipts everywhere across my wall. I have to take
You get the murder board.
all those papers down off my wall, for God's sake.
And again, if any of you want
Copies of
the board,
oh,
then you can email Nana, and I will put her email up here again.
yes. I just try to make it a little simpler than trying to read it off.
And I did no homework at all.
Shame on you, see. You were busy trying to figure out what was going on, and
Kelly, you've been quiet.
I can talk. Can we stay a little longer? Because
well, we're almost on 2 hours.
I can't hear you, Dip.
But if you got something more, I'd like to hear you.
Oh, do we have a time limit?
No. Well, I mean, we've been on almost 2 hours, but
Yeah.
Well, I've only been on 1 hour, 40 minutes, and there's 100 people. So I think we should,
I know.
we stay and talk. I haven't really talked much. So I just, it's good to see everyone. I've been chatting in the chat, and it's great to see everyone. I mean, I do know like most of these names. Oh, Georgina just came in. Oh, that was a fake Kenny. Okay. Yeah. Cause Kenny I've never seen him over here on this side of town, but just seeing all these names, Rika, Britt, they came in, Dramatic Red Jello. So some people came in. Amy is just a staunch supporter.
And a
She's
great
almost
voice.
like a pillar. Amy's been like a pillar for all of us in Chicago. We mentioned
Well, and have you
Israel.
heard her calls into the LA meetings?
Yes, she has. Yeah.
She's
I didn't hear Amy, but I heard.
often, yeah.
Yeah, I heard the others, and I know Amy couldn't make it that day, but I knew she'd be back. AJ Life Jacket, he's been around. Nancy Berman, sorry about your first name, no, Nancy. Nancy Berman's been hitting this home for so long, and
Yeah,
I know that
Berman's
person
great.
left, but to accuse us of being the ones that maybe like didn't warn, like a different situation that's going on. No, it's not. When you have a good heart and you're trying to help someone, you don't think that they're about to take advantage of you.
Right.
They took advantage of us. They took advantage of you.
And if you guys
we're
keep
in the
in
same
mind,
boat, but we were
we've
the
met
ones.
a lot of people, so there's a lot of people that we could have, yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's a community where there's been people who, a vulnerable community is easy to have their intentions hijacked. Sorry to interrupt you, Ellie.
I haven't met. So Dramatic Red Jello asked if any of us have met Marina.
No.
Not in person, but we know her from chat and texts.
I know she talked about coming a few times, but it was never. That was back in
Do
the
you want to come
summertime.
up, Marina? Do you want to come up on the panel? I know that's too short of a notice.
Yeah. But no,
Dylan,
I
We're gonna
recognize
miss
the
our
name as
chat.
somebody who said that they'd
Yeah.
like to join us sometime.
Yeah. And Dylan, we would love to talk to you. So,
Yep.
you know, we can figure out a day and we can hang out with Dylan.
Yeah, and in fact, if he has a suggestion for a good topic, because we're really more support staff versus, or at least I'm gonna speak for myself on that one. I don't feel like I'd be good with coming up with the topic, but I'd be great at adding to it. So if you all, can think of something to make it a productive and fun next panel.
Well, I think this is productive and
Oh, it
fun.
is, but we don't want to do this next time.
No,
No,
no.
well, no,
Yeah.
we got plenty of ideas. But I
This
just had a
subject,
question.
this subject is finished after tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, there was a
And
question.
and the problem is we like to talk. I tend to probably not shut up. I probably talk in my sleep.
Stretch, welcome in. And we are mainly the sidewalk people.
Yeah.
I thought of maybe calling into a meeting, but I realized you do have to give your full first and last name. And at the moment, we just, as much as leaked out there, but we try to guard that as
Oh, you mean in
much as we can.
Chicago? In Chicago, you have to give your first and last?
If any meeting that you call into.
Right.
Yes,
Whether it's LA, Salt
but-
Lake, Chicago,
But I
you have
applaud
to
the people who are doing that, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be the one on the sidewalk with these ladies.
For background.
Oh, we don't know anything about that, Dark Horse.
Yeah.
How would we know? Okay, you do. Let's read some. Yeah.
And then Stretch asked
Aurora or no?
Yeah.
Well, we are looking into the front groups. Stretch. We have lists of them. I mean, we're only so many people, and we only get to the org twice a month. So that we're stretched thin as it is, but
There you go.
we would love to go to some of the front groups. Yes.
Well, and for people who are new, because a lot of those names, like Stretch, that doesn't sound familiar.
No.
I just want to remind people that for myself, that I'm just home now because I'm recovering from surgery and I have really good insurance at my job. So I'm getting paid to stay home and heal for like up to 26 weeks. But then I have a 40 to 50 hour a week manual labor factory job. I also have a family and a home on a couple acres. So, and a couple dogs. So it is strictly volunteer. And so we're just going to be out there whenever we can. And then we'll be supportive in the chats and everything. And I was going every week there for a while, but I can't always do it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a mission too. Isn't there a mission down in Southern Illinois someplace?
Champaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about it at some
Maybe
point.
go visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one near the school, the Urbana-Champaign.
There you go.
Is a mission, so I'd love to go down there and someday.
Yeah,
It's only
road
2
trip.
hours away. But like I said, we kind of have our hands full with just the org in Chicago. I think it's a bit less busy because I've been watching some old live streams and I think it's I don't know if you guys think.
Well, if you think about them starting with the security guard,
Right,
they had crazy how far we've come.
Right, there's no security. They have barely any people there now.
Well, I think too, though, their plans have changed on how to deal with us.
Because we're not
involved. Yes.
we're not your typical
protesters.
I don't even, because what did we joke around about and call ourselves? Because we didn't say we were protesters. We said we were
activists.
We were activists.
No, wait, there was something else.
No, there was something else.
Yeah, it was
theater artists.
No, it was something to do reporting, but it was
I don't remember what it was.
Documentarians.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Documentarians, yes.
Because
we're really just documenting people and behavior, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we're documenting who's going in and out of the org.
Yes.
We're talking to the kids that want to talk to us. We're talking to the neighbors.
Honestly, the talks with the students are the best part about it.
Yeah. Because we always see dogs. We always see the Columbia kids.
And they have a lot to add.
Yes, they do. Absolutely. I just got this
And
on my thing. I don't know. Is it backwards?
oh, holy crap! Is Nora in here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, hang on. Somebody just said Nora. Nora, if you're in here, I love
Hey,
you, Nora.
Aww. She's fangirling.
I'm fangirling.
Dark Horse is
Oh.
we were just talking about
Yeah.
Shannon and Shytology. We're hoping Shannon comes back out because we could really use her strength, boy, I tell you.
I haven't. I've tagged her in a post, and then I don't know that the phone number that I have from, gosh, that would have been what, April or May of last year, if that would still be a number, because I hadn't been getting a response on that one, which was part of the, part of the miscommunication between us. So it could be that there was a phone number change.
But no, we would love Shannon to come and hang out with us. I don't know.
And I don't have a way to get a hold of Shytology.
No.
So yeah.
I know she was taking care of her mom, and I think it was in Indiana, but
yeah, I don't even know her name.
Yeah. No, we don't. Yeah.
We didn't know each other's last names for
for a long time.
months.
Like for real.
For real.
Like, y'all don't even
or email addresses or
or phone numbers, nothing.
Wait,
Yeah.
we didn't know each other's first names at all.
No, for a
No.
long time.
At
We were
first,
just,
Right.
Helly, Nana, Dip, and Corn.
Yeah.
And except for Juanita, because
Juanita's always been, Juanita.
Juanita's Juanita.
Yes. One of a kind. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Wow.
I might
Here,
have to join in just the chat.
I want to read what Dylan wrote.
Okay, go ahead. Because I can't see chat.
Dylan says,
hang on, I'll put it up. I gotta remember, I forget to put stuff up because sometimes I get in mod mode and then I'm like, crap, I gotta pay attention.
Okay, so Blow Drill is Dylan, and he's, I believe, a second gen. He was an infant in Scientology, and it's honestly overwhelming that you guys choose to spend your free time exposing things a lot of us have been terrified to talk about. You all have given some of us the strength to speak up. Whoa!
Holy crap!
Wow!
Wow!
Well, you know what? That right there.
That's why we're there.
That's worth it.
That's why
right
we're there.
Yeah,
that's really amazing.
That's it.
That's exactly why we're out there.
I mean,
will you read it one more time because it's little and I was distracted.
It is honestly overwhelming that we choose to spend our free time exposing things that a lot of the second gens or former Scientologists have been they're terrified to talk about it because they were in it. Right. We weren't. We grew up with, a lot of rights. You all have given some of us the strength to speak up. Now that's a lot, right? I hope if anyone's an ex-Scientologist that is afraid and that you're watching us, that is who we want to reach. And we've just started letting people know that, listen, we'll bring you to social, this is what we would say to them, that we know we're not Jesus and saving people, but we can refer them on our own. We can look up places in Chicago. We can give them a ride. We could, if they want to leave and come to a different state, they could do that. Right?
We know where tacos are at. We know
the
where
train's a couple blocks away.
Not even just pizza. We'll feed you. We'll take you, but we found a great coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we would say, we're there on the weekends and we'd be like, listen, social services opens Monday.
Yeah.
I mean,
but we wouldn't leave somebody without, we wouldn't.
No, absolutely.
Right. No.
What's different too, though, with Chicago is there is some Sea Org there as far as blowing, but most of them are publics.
Most of them are just they're poor people. They're not. The people we see, they're either pretty high up now because they don't have that middle anymore. They had to bring people in that are got the full Sea Org, or they're just poor people.
Right.
Body routing.
Right.
Hey, Scooter Mom says what? these aren't our real names.
It's Scooter Mom. So there, see?
You know what's funny is that mine is actually a band name. So I've actually had the slight thought, like, it can't be that they can just simply copyright it in any way like that, right? Because it's just a nickname.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and what's funny, because that's her favorite band.
yeah,
What's funny about my name is like literally it fits me to a T. And I had like my YouTube thing forever, and it was always Dip Me in Glitter, because like when I made my thing, I was like, okay, I like glitter, I like whatever. Okay, I don't want to put my real name, even before, because I've had my YouTube thingy for a gazillion years, and it's literally always been Dip Me in Glitter, just because
See?
I'm dark and not dark and twisted, but I'm quirky and twisted, and it literally fits me to a T. And then Nana's a Nana, and
Yeah, never in. Never in.
yeah, but then it ended up working out. I used to call you 9-inch nails, but never intimidated. Nana works really
Oh,
good.
yeah,
But I also wanted to say something about what Dylan said. That's also I've said this, and I think you ladies have agreed, but you could always express now the benefits that we feel like we get from it is what makes it to where we don't feel like it would even be right to ask for donation in doing it,
no,
because we're not
Oh.
we're not really working. We're meeting up and getting together with what is now a group of friends. We protest, but we also have fun and we also enjoy it. And I know that for me and Dip, taking the train, even just riding the train,
Yeah.
it's a nice train. And
yeah.
and it's always comfy on the way back, and it's nice
There's
not to have to
Wi-Fi. You
drive.
can plug in your phone.
Yeah. And then, we can break down the whole visit that we just had and watch to see what everybody else has been up to. And so, yeah, I always say that, like, this is what I'm doing instead of having a midlife crisis, or it is a midlife crisis. And I'm just glad that I'm not, harming people or
I mean,
myself
we've
while
all,
right.
yeah.
I always like to say, okay, I jumped off the deep end and did this instead of like, running to Hawaii or Havana or I don't know, or the beach. I mean, although sometimes I do want to go to the beach and run away to the beach, but
I was thinking the other day, though, I think we've had the police called on us more times.
Yes.
The people in LA.
And the best thing is every time we're out there,
Yeah.
they just drive, they do circles around us, and they haven't stopped and hung out with us in a while.
Oh, no. They weren't babysitting there. But yeah, I mean, we've had, and it's like code 3 for chalking, which is bizarro, it's like you're coming lights and sirens because we're putting chalk on a sidewalk.
Well, I mean, you can get an arrest warrant for it apparently.
So yes, you gotta watch those words.
And 420 girl, I mean we could, because but I mean you can get chalk at Walmart for a couple of dollars, or you can go on your own Amazon and
plus we show up with chalk and go, oh, look at the color I got, oh, these are neon, or they glow in the dark. And
I mean, if somebody
Yes,
is in the local area and they are not comfortable with being boots on the ground and they want to feel like they're doing something, and if they were to say, hey, we'd like to meet and give you some a donation of chalk off camera, that would be cool too. It's not like we don't recognize that there isn't some little bit of expense to it, but
that's a good idea. The supplies themselves, there'd be no question then.
Oh yeah. And then you can feel like whenever I first started using Pup Groomer's stickers that she made and put on the link box, and I made a point to say, you're like my sidekick because I'm out here using something that you created. So it's kind of a way to make you feel like, even if you don't want to put yourself out, on the sidewalk, you can provide. We've even given like live chat a chance to tell us what they'd like us to write if they have
Yeah.
a message to
Well,
write
and
on the
here's the
sidewalk.
thing. Corn is our chalker, our main chalker. Juanita will jump in there. I can't do chalk because I can't stand the feel of it. And when I've tried to write,
Teacher Rose.
I can't do it. Like I can't, like my OCD can't handle it. And so, I like to be, watching behind the scenes and make sure everybody's.
That makes me feel better
okay.
anyway, because you watch the live chat and you interact with them, so I don't feel
I like
bad
to
that I
dance.
don't.
If you've seen some of the stuff we have out there, I think I have a short out there, and I know Helly does it too. I don't know where, I'm being goofing and silly, and that's me.
My favorite short of Helly's has to be Battle Creek, where I'm in the Kenny suit and I've dropped my sign, and this shows exactly who we are, because then Helly's standing across the street or in the street laughing, directing me to pick up my own sign in my big old, like I can't see anything, so I'm leaning down and she's just, you almost got it, you almost got it. I had so much fun coming back and showing that at work and at home. Oh my gosh.
Stretch, what do you mean? Can a person pass out information? Yeah, we can pass.
Yeah.
We can pass out, like Wendy always passes out his cards. I mean, we haven't had time really to get much printed. It's
We haven't thought about that. In all honesty.
I have so many ideas for signs that I want to make, and I just haven't had time.
And then I printed my own stickers
lady
at home too, and then we did the trick or treat candy with the stickers on it.
And although I've threatened to bring my pom-poms,
yeah,
because I have a bunch of pom-poms and I've threatened to bring those, but I don't know.
Oh, I gotta say I just say, Nancy, that was the edge. All right, that is a kind of off topic, but let's see.
Yeah, and Wendy was
Joe's
amazing.
ready to kick ass. Good.
Oh, we even went caught the Blues Fest at Millennium Park that one time, and that was completely unplanned. Was that me and you, Helly, or me and Juanita?
No, I wasn't there. Juanita.
Okay, that was me and Juanita. So, I just happened to be there for the Blues Fest, and I'd never been before, so that was great, and it was really good music too.
That whole walk down the lake that time from.
Oh, I loved that.
All the way down.
Yeah, turn my heat up.
And I loved when you guys went to the beach.
Yes.
And Helly brought her wakeboard, surfboard thingy.
Yes, that's right. We went swimming. God, we've done a lot.
See?
And we've went to the zoo, and we have, we try and do self-care. We do what we do, and then we do something together.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's just dinner or lunch or whatever, but we really enjoy spending that time. So
Jane, it's freezing here right now, and that's why we really, I wouldn't mind protesting in 30-degree weather, 35, but
it's been
when
like
it's
zero.
in the tens or teens with like 20-mile-per-hour winds, and
there's no real place to go to, really super
nothing.
cold.
There's hardly any bathrooms or places to go, and then even some of the stores, there's someone standing in front of there that kind of makes you uncomfortable, and it's just the wind whips right up and down that street.
Is right there, but they don't have a bathroom. So
yeah, they say it's broken, so no one can use it. Because of the problem with people not having permanent housing.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that if I go in to use your restroom, like I'm gonna buy something.
Oh, I do too.
Oh yeah.
So
you can't even do that there though. Like
I get so many like bags of chips and drinks and stuff from Subway, even if I'm not hungry or thirsty.
Subway lets us use the room, but Dunkin' Donuts won't.
No. So. Well, they have for me, but I don't push it.
Thank you, Crazy Love.
Especially if I buy coffee there.
No, if we don't drive, there's no car. We could warm up. That wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah,
we
none
could
of
go
us
to the
drive
public
there.
library. It's just we could go to the library and use bathrooms too.
Yeah.
Because the library
is that the cool library with the Gothic shop?
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never been in it. I've never been inside.
Oh, we could get a library card.
Yeah.
Although you probably have to.
You have to live there.
Oh,
No, but public libraries you can walk into and you don't have to have a card.
No, you don't have to have a library card to go in
No,
the
you can.
library, guys.
No, I mean to check out a
Not
book.
yet.
Although I use mine like in my, I love my books.
Yes.
Sandra's leaving. We got Georgina's here. Jane, Stretch,
No more questions.
Rose Petal, Haggis.
Haggis.
Nadia. Hey, Nadia's here now too.
Nadia.
Joe.
So I'm also thinking
Crazy's
again,
here.
once again about what Dylan said, because it was pretty powerful, but also we are just volunteers, I guess, is the main thing that I want to make sure that we leave everybody with, that we will stay volunteers. And so I don't think that we deserve the same level of intrusion into our lives as if we were trying to put that out there for public consumption. We're trying to put our protest activity out there, and so I guess you're welcome to criticize that all you like, and we are open to feedback and suggestion. But
guys, this Dark Horse has nothing to do with you.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Just put that. I mean, I have no idea what they're even talking
Yeah,
about.
because I mean, like Dark Horse, like
why is that being asked here?
That's
what the
what?
hell?
Just don't even dip. We don't know.
Good
No, I wanted to show it.
All right.
Yeah, no.
And like everybody does their circus, their monkeys.
Yeah.
But we don't know what people are gonna do, and we don't. And if they,
I don't answer for another streamer.
No, and like everybody does their thing. Everybody has their circus, their monkeys, and like our circus and our monkeys is making an impact with whoever we can reach while we're in the city, and then being with each other, and like that's our circus and our monkeys. I mean,
and if it grows bigger than that, if we figure out ways that we can be more effective or have a louder voice and impact, that's great. But honestly, I think we're all amateurs, correct?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, now where's that rule book again that is all spelled out for what we're supposed to do
exactly
when Scientology changes their tactics every week that we're there?
Yeah.
Is there some protocol and manual that we can use? Because if you have that, send it over to us.
And how to do?
We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
that would help.
But honestly, I never protested anything a day in my life, and I don't mind saying that, because I also don't mind giving props to those who have. And I don't recognize us as being the start of anything. We're the start of protesting the COS at 650 South Clark Street in Chicago, maybe.
And we may not make a difference. We might not make any difference. We don't
because
know.
it simply didn't exist before, because they weren't there before. But that doesn't mean.
Hang on. And then Dark Horse, another, like, we will never put up anti-anybody. Like,
we didn't. We never even said anything about Log Lady. We never even antied Log Lady when we were out there.
We're trying to say Log Lady now.
So.
And all we asked for was a simple bill from the two lawyers with numbers on it, not letters.
Well, and again, we've reiterated this, and I've said this, and I'll continue to say it. We're not here to show hate. We're not here to hate anybody, even when we go out in the city. Like, our main goal is to make a difference any way we can make a difference, any way we can plant positive seeds and make that garden grow so we can have a gazillion sunflowers and daisies and whatever. Like, that's our end game. And
maybe this is normal for Midwest women to hit 50 or up, and your kids are raised, or your nieces and nephews that you may have been mentoring, are grown, and you maybe have some free time and you're saying, well, what sounds like a fun thing to do? Let me go stand out in front of a cult for a while.
And we're positive people. I mean, if you haven't figured that out by now, like, you've got a bunch of quirky, wonderful people. I always even like, I mean, we're women, but it's always weird to say we're women. But like, we're just a bunch of quirky, wonderful, amazing people. And that just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And if we have an impact, then great. But I don't personally have to know directly what that impact is. But, you know, Dylan's comment's going to stick because that was pretty awesome. But the conversation that we had with those Columbia students on our last trip there, too,
like,
that was one of the
heart.
greatest feedbacks that we've gotten ever. And it gives me goosebumps now to think about it because it was so, they're just wonderful. And I'm trying to not sound like Whitney Houston singing about children are our future and everything, but I truly feel that way because we're not supposed to live as long as they're supposed to live now. They're supposed to inherit the world from us. And I feel like what we're doing makes me feel a little bit better about the world. And so that's my selfish part of it, I guess.
Because those Columbia kids literally told us that in the beginning, they didn't know what to think of anybody. And now they enjoy what we're doing.
That they miss us when we're not there. And
they'll come out and talk to us. Well, one thing I remember that one time when we were out there, the one body router, and that always sticks in my head because it was kind of cool. He had handed me a ticket, right? Corn, you were there, and Juanita was there.
Oh, yeah, in the corner.
Yeah, on the corner. Yeah. And he had handed me a ticket, and I took it from him because I wasn't streaming at that time. I wasn't even live.
Yeah.
And then I handed him, all I had was the SPTV cards, but he took it from me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was like, I didn't even know what to say to the kid. I said, well, go look at this. And that was the last time we saw him. Yeah. He wasn't there after that.
Yeah.
So it's like, did he leave? I'm hoping that's what happened. Maybe not. Maybe they brought him somewhere else. But it was still the idea that, oh, he actually took the card from me, which he probably shouldn't have.
Hopefully, I feel like we've seen an unusual amount of different faces that haven't stayed.
No, it feels like nobody.
I never know who anybody is.
Yeah. And that's the one thing we're gonna miss about Wendy being there, because
maybe he'll still watch and find out for us.
Or we could on our live we'll hold up the camera and say, okay, who's this, Wendy?
yeah, help us out, please.
This is a new face. We don't know who this is.
Instead of a word clearer, he'll be a name clearer.
Yeah. Although like I said, it doesn't. Hopefully, we can get the staff down again because they are changing all the time.
It'll be interesting to see when we go back who.
Do you think it would make a difference if we did address them by name?
No.
Would that make
I don't know.
a light bulb?
Yeah, I don't know. Name what? I mean, they're not being as.
They kind of just walk by us and like they're used to us like furniture by now.
Right. But I mean, they're ignoring us as much as they were before. I mean, we've gotten smiles from them a couple of times and, different.
I've definitely gotten reading the chalk too.
Right.
Well, and even when we're in the park and we see, them in the park and for me, what sticks out is the one girl who was so pretty and like her hair was so dark and long and she had like the biggest smile on her face and I don't know what she was thinking about or whatever, but we made sure, like, we weren't live, we were just chilling in the park and we just made sure that, we were kind to her and you know, she smiled back, and I mean, she didn't say words, but I mean, again, that's our biggest thing is
Well, our faces, well, at least if there's ones that have been around long enough, our faces have to be familiar at this point.
Yes, this is true. And
But
we've
if
really,
they're moving, maybe not.
Yeah, so Stretch says they love signs, and that's what I don't chalk, but I do make up signs on cardboard
Helly's
with
the bomb with
paints or markers. So some of my signs actually, well, they didn't steal the signs, but they stole the bag that my signs were in. So I lost
Oh
some of the
yeah,
but see, corn, I actually had some signs in there that you know I can make more, but
yeah.
they're um I assume it was just a petty thief. But
yeah.
if it was like Scientology, it would be kind of funny if they stole my sign. If they,
Open
it,
it
Was
up.
that the day that?
it was
No,
at the
never mind.
rest stop north of when I left, when I was leaving Illinois, and I was very, close to, well, it's called the Lake Forest Oasis. You'll see it when you visit Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody stealing.
but the stuff was in the back of my pickup truck, and I didn't even notice until weeks later that it was gone because I just parked that thing in my garage, and I mean, I never even unloaded it until weeks later. Like, this is how things go.
Yeah.
And then there's things missing. You're like, I know, there were like broken tripods in there that we used to put the signs on. So now I don't have those. I
Eh?
got to break some more tripod. I've broken 4
Oh,
tripod.
I'm
Well,
somebody that has tripods.
yeah. You lose your battery pack, your cord that you really like you just like this stuff just disappears, and you're always like, oh, I'm gonna make sure I keep track of everything. But like corn, isn't that right? I mean, you
Yes.
just
I've had to text Nana or Juanita on the train, like, oh, I forgot, a power pack or a C cord or whatever. But, me getting lazy about leaving my bag in my car too, because I've come home on a Sunday night and had to go to work, the next morning. So I'll just leave my backpack in my car. Well, it paid off because I don't remember what we were having a picnic for, but we were having a picnic at my work, and I brought out my inflatables and put my friends in 2 of them, and I was Kenny, and I was running around in Kenny, and they had inflatable axe throwing.
Oh,
So there's a video of me running around,
throw it. Wonderful.
running in Kenny, picking up the axe, running up, and then just chucking it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So yes, that truly is how I am everywhere because that was at work, guys.
oh wow, look, Dylan Blowdrill said that, because the reason most of us got into this was when we watched, what pushed us over the edge was watching the live streams of the second gens and their stories and reading about it. And that's,
yeah.
I think, so we all know that. So, but he said that they don't trust anything or anyone, especially each other. Now, I'm saying that what we've observed as outsiders, yeah,
Yeah.
and we don't want to do that. And Log Lady keeps saying that people took side. No, there was no side. There was no believing. There's just shit that happened.
Yeah.
And even as of that someone took sides. There
Oh,
were no sides. 2 people had a personal thing that
right.
one of them decided to tell 4 other people about. Okay, that's what happened.
And added
And
more.
that's where this came from.
Right.
And it
Have you
wasn't
not?
just venting. It wasn't just venting
Yeah.
because there was manipulation going on with different versions of the story to each person based on their personality. Okay.
Right.
And I hadn't told anybody except
I
Nana
was on
anything.
vacation. Yep. Corn
Well,
wasn't
also, I
rushing.
didn't want to tell
Yeah.
you guys. I
Right.
honestly
Because
was
it's awkward.
very, very disheartened. Like
Yeah.
the dejected feeling that I had on that train
Well,
trip
because
home. One,
love.
because I didn't sleep, and 2, because I thought, I thought, how could somebody think this many wrong things?
Yeah.
And so I did the whole next day at work. Every time that a thought would come in my head of something else that had been said that had bothered me, I wrote it down. And I did the appropriate thing and talked to my therapist about it that
Right.
Thursday, that very week. I didn't make an appointment. I had an appointment already scheduled, but I knew that I had to try to figure out how to move forward after that. And I wouldn't have wanted to tell Helly or Juanita, not because I was protecting myself, but because I wanted us all to still be able to continue to protest because
Right.
I
And it
don't
became
have to
all,
like her. I don't have to be friends with her for us to continue to
And you,
both do the same thing. But she tried to make you guys,
mhm.
she went after each of you to get you to tell her that I admitted to what she would like to pin me on now. And then after that, she kept on all of you asking, had I admitted it yet?
Right.
If that's not someone trying to set someone else up,
Mhm.
I'm not sure why. I'm not
I-
sure why. I
well,
just know
let's
that she
just, so
is.
why was, why were you to be, why were you to be thrown out of the group? Let's go back to the big, what, so what, I mean, I don't, like, why, not that you know the answer. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, why were
What
you,
reason was she going to give?
why
Yeah.
did we need to throw you out of the group? Why did we need to get rid of you? Because if, and I just want to say, utterly ruin someone's life is what's going on right now. This has been going on up through last night. So
Yeah.
anyone that wants to make stupid comments about whatever in
Why
the
are we
stream,
surprised?
I'm, you know, we're
Yeah.
talking about this because this has gone on as of last night, has been the most threatening yet. So
Yeah.
when are people going to say, yeah, this is serious?
Yeah. No, and I'm
I mean, I
sorry.
made a Darvo
Oh,
video and
yeah.
that didn't really get a whole lot of talk. So,
Well, and again, like we said, like this is after this we're done.
Yeah.
yeah, because
You know, because
I plan on doing, you know, I plan on doing the legal route because this is somebody who's on supervised probation
Exactly.
as a therapist actively threatening me.
Right.
And, and you guys, it's to tell, she wants to destroy my family.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
So what other group tries to destroy people in their families that speak out against them?
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve my family to be
Yeah, but
destroyed?
what group is she acting like?
And
Um,
the weird thing is,
Organization.
but why did she record it to begin with?
Oh, that's just automatic. That's on all the time. That's,
Oh, yeah, except for when her dog's
oh,
attacked.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
So again, there's an ulterior motive from the get-go.
and I was invited back. You guys need to remember this. The first argument, Dip witnessed, so she
Right.
cannot say it didn't happen,
Right.
and or that our Dip here has ulterior motives. Um, the way that she tried to moderate between the two of us, and then finally it was just let go. And the fact that I was willing to go back should tell you. I'm not really sure
What?
what.
It
Now that
should.
I say that out loud, what does that say about me?
It's okay.
Fuck.
It's
well,
okay.
I
It's
still
okay.
feel bad about not answering the phone at 3 a.m, though. I can tell you
I
that.
would have bolted. You guys, it was so bad that I was literally going to
Yeah.
walk in the dark with using MapQuest, on my phone to figure out where the hell the bus stop was to take me to the train. It's not a direct, you can't get
No,
into the city. You have
no.
to
Wait,
take a bus.
let's see
I
if
have to
Dodge is
walk,
in.
yeah, walk to a bus, then take that to a train, and then walk to another train, and
Right.
then go to my car. And
Thing.
so,
Right.
but I was desperate, so I was going to.
Yeah. Well, you called me at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then she
Yeah.
called me around in the afternoon to
Yeah.
see
Well, we finally went
how.
inside at 5:30 a.m. So I slept till about 10, where then I got up and tiptoed, snuck out apparently from the locked. It wasn't locked. From the locked basement. I'm kidding. That was only the first time. So, but I mean, I got up and straightened my hair and did everything I would usually do. I was going to go meet Juanita, but then Juanita wasn't done with her church activities for the day, and I was really tired. And so it was easy to say, Juanita, we stayed up too late. I'm really tired. How would you feel about just, not protesting today? And whenever she was happy to do something else for that day, I took the chance to go home, but then I had to wait for an hour and a half in the park, and that's when I called you as I ate my pizza there at the fountain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't want to have to tell the other ladies. And again, not because of the content of the one thing that she's threatening to put out there that I said about myself was a very small portion, because literally if we were out there from the time I got there at like 10:30 and didn't go to sleep till 5:30, that's a long ass time. And it's a lot of drunken time too, and not on my part. I'm a 420er.
Yeah.
Had a couple of drinks, but no. But there was a lot said in that night, and it's 7 hours.
Yeah.
And a lot about the lawyer too. So honestly, I'd be curious to hear that, because I can't remember exactly what she tried to tell me about that. She told me that her lawyer had been watching my
Dream something, right?
that he'd been watching my shorts or my clips, or that he'd noticed that my behavior, that I was different than whenever I started the protests. Her lawyer.
Right.
That
Sure.
those were his observations about me, which sounded ridiculous.
Well,
But
just like
I can't remember everything else.
the PI that was hired by someone else and was looking into you because there's a paid protester in Chicago.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to find out who the paid protester in Chicago is.
It's
What?
not us.
Rolling in dough here, let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and the fact that most people still don't know who we are should tell you that we're not paid. Why would they pay us?
I have 199 subs, I think.
Like,
I just dipped under
I can't-
700 again, so
I can't even break 200 for God's sake. But there, Natalie has 21,000 subs and Nance has 22,200. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
She never lost any subs during this whole time of exposing all of her documents and what she's done.
So are the 5 of us? It's not realistic to say, or to say that this all the stuff that makes me not free that she's going to reveal.
Yeah.
I guess is going to change all your minds, because I haven't told you. Like I have admitted an embarrassing amount of humiliating data about myself to you 4 women.
that she didn't have.
No, listen, and Selfless Self, and Pearl
And
Snake,
Pearl.
and hang on, and she. So they know everything, Nance, like everything, more than you do, because I didn't say what you are telling people I said. So they know the whole truth, because that's what happens whenever you actually trust people. Yeah. Anyway.
So Dark Horse.
Oh, back again.
Yeah. So.
At least somebody's asking questions.
Yeah.
Is Corn? Yes, I think she should be.
Why don't we look at that? Here,
what was the question?
Let's see.
If you're
I'll put it back up.
here for your life, can you play that thing again?
Yeah, I'll play it on this.
Thank
Hold on.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm in fear for my
Safety.
Yes, I'm in fear for my safety. I don't think that I feel that she's going to kill me. No, I don't fear for my life. I fear for my mental well-being, first of all, because for someone to have this amount of obsessive, you guys, to be plain, this is about my marriage and my intimate life. That's all she's talking about. She has deep secrets that you all need to know. So if you feel you need to know that, kindly feel free to leave this chat, because I'm not going to talk about details like that. I'm a volunteer protester.
Okay, here's the latest
from last night.
Corn is no longer free. Everything will be told.
Everything. I'm going out.
She's going out if I'm going out.
Yep, she's going out. If Nancy's going out, you are. Log Lady's going out, you are.
Oh, I see. So she doesn't want me to protest anymore.
She's tired of being the bigger person.
I thought this was about protesting Scientology, though.
No.
She's distributing the video from her backyard, she said.
Somebody should ask her if she's going to distribute all 7 hours.
And there was something else
Oh,
here.
she'll get the watch hours then.
There's no way that she would
Where's the other one?
ever post what she said about the people in this community.
Right.
There's no way.
Yeah.
She will clip only what I said about my personal life, the very little that I did say.
Oh, I have one
And
more I
then
wanna
she
show.
will feel like she's got me on a big aha. And then, you know, her lies will still be lies. And she'll still need to prove that she paid $13K that she grifted from this community on an attorney.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Holly.
speaking of money, now watch this clip. This is from March 3rd. When the man says, "How much did you take?"
Oh.
See who he's looking at.
How much money have they taken from you guys? Hundreds of thousands. Have you spent? $500,000 to be in this cult.
How much have you taken?
Nothing.
Look, he looks right at the person in the green. He looks right at
Oh my God,
the
47
person in the
Who
green.
aggressively pursues him on the sidewalk.
Well, no, let's not. That was part of the that's how the protest was.
No,
that day.
I'm sorry, but it's not. Not whenever
Well,
you're gonna. Wendy was very
Scientology
good
was-
about pursuing. Wendy stayed a safe distance. You do not
I-
follow.
I'm
all
just
they
saying
can,
that day, you know,
they can
it
turn
was a
around
little
on you, and then as soon
Yeah.
as you touch them, you're the one
Yeah,
who's going to
my
get
point
arrested.
was
So
just the
hell
money.
no.
You know, just the money that he turns and says, "How much have
Oh
you
well, yeah,
taken?"
that's
That's
funny.
what
But
I mean.
I'm not ever gonna be
I'm just
like
saying
that.
a protest is different from
Right.
day to day. You know.
Oh well, yeah, but you're still
It was-
taking the
yeah.
chance that they could turn
Yeah.
around at any minute. Like they
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
But that was what I wanted to show is how he turns to
And-
that person's face and says, "How much have you taken?"
Yeah.
How are we doing, girls? Are we calling it quits pretty soon?
Yeah.
Probably.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
good.
believe this was 2.5 hours.
Well,
I'm
Juicy
good.
Fruit early in the comments told me that I'm loving all this and that I'm the star and just
Oh yeah, I
to soak
forgot.
up my limelight. So, you know,
Yeah, because that's what you're
that's
into.
what I've been about all this
Yeah.
time.
Again, where's the receipt? I want the receipt with numbers on it, not letters. It should say the lawyer's office and how much billable hours
Yeah.
and paid or not paid. That's it.
Okay. Hey, wait. We got a person who's been with us all this time. Christy 5'3", 2'1".
Oh yeah,
Christy's been here the whole time,
absolutely.
and she's saying, you know, she couldn't sleep that. And I know, I don't know if Papa's still here, but I know he
Yeah.
stayed till the end, and Christy did, and a lot of people stayed till the end. And this is why I'm doing this. I think our personal story will let people know that this happened to all of us together, and we feel bad for you who donated, and I donated, and Nana donated, and whoever donated, that we feel bad for you,
Ann
and that's
Casillas
why
is
we're
the
doing
name
it.
that I've seen
Yeah.
that name sticks out to me because that's one person that
Christy, you've
did
been with
say.
us. Yeah. Let's see. She says she feels hoodwinked.
Yeah.
They had insomnia the night of her arrest, and that she was in the chat for hours trying to lend mental support to us. This is why I remember her so well.
Right.
Do you all feel overall in a good? Yes, I feel we all. This is helping us get back into a better place because I'm sure the other have felt like throwing in the towel. I know I have over
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
But
I'm
I
sure
think
that's what I'm supposed to
but
do.
Christy, if
Um,
knowing that you'll be in our chats and all the people here tonight will be out there, and if they want to see what we do, then please come back. Don't just come to panels. Come when we're on the sidewalk. That's where we are, is the sidewalk. And this is gonna, if we do a panel, it's more going to be to bring Wendy back, to give us some advice, maybe once a month. you know, and it's not going to be like this. And
Mhm.
we don't want to keep doing this. We're
No,
done. We never wanted it in the first place. Okay.
no. Panels for keeping in touch while it's cold and we can't really get out,
Right.
and protest. That's a great idea, though. I do like that, but I honestly would like to talk
Yes.
about something more positive next time.
Yeah.
Yes,
So T, hey, maybe we should get some gray rock t-shirts. Because T says, are we,
Oh.
you know, gray rock is like a behavioral thing you can do.
Well,
And that, you know, just to carry on doing our own thing. And yes, I think
yes.
and that's
that's
our
all we know how to do is our own thing.
And in all honesty, you know, I've made sure, and I think the other ladies have as well, that if she, okay, say we were all there and we've said, I know I've personally said to her via text and phone that even if she came out and did her thing, even if we were all there, or even if she wanted to do it by herself, that if she messaged me, I would go and I would make sure that she was safe, because A, you should never go by yourself.
Right.
But I mean, B, if she wants to come while we're all there, please do. Like, we're not gonna hate her. We're not gonna be disrespectful.
Well, I mean, we might be.
We've never spent our time on our streams
I probably wouldn't
talking
stand
down
No.
other streamers. Never.
No.
Never.
And the only reason why we did this was because as soon as we found out what was going on, we told everybody else. Because I didn't want to be 2 years into this and then have it come out and then say, "Oh God, somebody already said that. Why
Yeah.
why didn't
Yeah.
you guys say something before now?" We
Oh,
didn't
also,
know.
Nana, we're not even the ones who found the freaking court docket.
No.
We
No.
didn't know anything.
No,
We knew nothing at all.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing.
Well, you know,
I
nothing
looked stuff up.
official.
No, I looked.
Nothing
No,
we
I
could prove.
wouldn't. You know,
Right.
she told us next to nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I took it
But we couldn't
upon myself. We were looking. Once we started getting gut feelings,
Then
you
we
know, and then talking with each other about how we felt and seeing behaviors, then I started looking up that
Right.
I found, you know, the bad debts, and my stomach sank when I saw one was filed 1 month or 2 months prior to the arrest was a filing of a bad debt judgment, and my stomach sank, thinking, could it be true that that's what this was for? And I don't think that. I'll just be kind here, that I think this just got away from Log Lady. She had good intentions in the beginning. I'm gonna go right on and say that I'm not that far off with my intuition, but things change. Something, when you have that pressure on you, and you can say I'm wrong, you know, Log Lady, if you want to come on here, and something happened and a bad decision was made. And I mean, I think Crazy Love said it, that just, if you were to just, like Nana's saying, just say what truly happened and stop this, you
Just
know,
show the bill.
stories, and stop bothering Corn. Like, just fucking leave her. Like, just ignore her, okay?
No, well, she thinks that once she tells you all this, you won't want me either.
That was it. So why, and what was the reason that we were supposed to then not like you? Like, what was
Because
what
I'm a
was the reason?
hypocrite.
Oh, okay.
But
well, and it wasn't even about letting anybody say Corn's story. It was about us trying to be genuinely genuine. I can't explain it any different than that. It, again, who
Because
we
we
are.
didn't want to be the story. We don't
No.
want to be a story. I don't want to be a story.
I don't want to be a story.
but we wanted to let everybody know what we had found out later, right? That all this stuff was going on, not even the personal part, just even the courtroom stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
what, you know, the arrest warrant, and you know, all the gag orders and all the, how can somebody actually sit there and think of all this
Right.
stuff? I think bothered us more.
Well, it bothers me.
Yeah.
That, but how can someone actually have done it? And I wish for healing for all of us that were involved in this, and I'm including Log Lady. We need to, heal, and we can, I mean, maybe we're misfits. We'll just call ourselves the
They're
I've been a
misfits.
misfit my whole
right.
life. That's not new.
Right.
It's
So
not
we know
new.
how to
Yeah.
deal with not being included in groups.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got a group of misfits, and you know what?
We made our
We
own.
don't know what the other person's doing. We're so excited about what we're doing. No, that's what this group that's because we've never been part of mainstream groups. Maybe some of us, I know I
Yeah.
haven't. Corn's expressed to me that she hasn't. I've never been part of the mainstream group,
No.
but I've been part of groups, and
Well, and in high
you
school,
know,
yeah, I was like that stoner kid. So like I
Well,
definitely wasn't a mainstream
right.
group. And
I'm just
then
saying we're all out there. We all have ideas, and then it all just feeds and snowballs, and we don't know what we're just learning and loving.
Yep.
There's no
and
method
getting
to our
from each
madness.
other.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's just no method to our madness.
There isn't.
I mean,
There's no
well,
method.
there is as far as we go out. We want to make sure we make a difference. We want
Well,
to
and
be
there's a method to our messaging. We don't
Right.
change. Maybe we should focus on that before we go. What is why would we keep doing this, especially if someone's threatening me? I mean, at this point, she's gonna do it regardless. And honestly, I don't even think it's so much about it. If sh Yeah, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm losing my thoughts because now I'm thinking that I shouldn't just
we
say things
just
that are assumptions, but um, help me with where I started that.
we just want to get back to where we were.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
where we were. We just
Well,
there's more important things out there,
right.
and we want to make a difference.
Oh yeah, as far as why we all want to do this, like the main motivation, of course, we all believe in that children cannot consent, and that and we have seen children in there for hours sitting in front of a monitor waiting on an adult to come
When-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We and that's the thing I want to stress. We've seen children go in there. We've heard people till the students saw the dolls, the auditing
Yeah,
dolls.
yeah.
Creepy. They showed us pictures.
Yeah.
It's on Trashy's live stream.
And the students also said that they are, and this was just this last visit that we were there, that they have, that they suspect that they're being spied on by drones through their windows to emotionally blackmail them with private moments that they might capture,
Photos.
things that they're doing.
What? Wow.
And that they even worry that they listen to them through the wall because they share a wall.
Okay, we have to we are calling her Log Lady just for tonight. This is our last night. You don't know what we've been through, and we're just trying to get shit
And
out of.
we
So
were trying not to say the name
yeah.
too.
Tonight was our last night. Yeah, we know. We can be snarky too.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
but keep in mind that I've been holding on to that snark since the
Yeah, we've
summertime.
had this
So,
bottled up, okay? Bottled up for months.
And if walk in our
So-
shoes for a minute.
Plus, excuse me, but be me and listen to what you just heard her say, and then tell me that I shouldn't say log lady, because I think that that's just funny. It is slightly mean, but it's certainly not a
I don't know
threat.
what that would have to do with that.
but I mean,
Yeah.
again, none of us are mean girls.
It's
None of us are hateful people. I mean, it's not Wednesday and we don't wear pink. Although sometimes I will wear pink on a Wednesday, and then I get to my big girl job and I'm like, I talk with one of my coworkers, and then we both look at each other and we're like, oh my Lanta. So
Is wearing pink on a Wednesday a thing?
yeah, on the Mean Girls movie, because they always would say, on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Oh, see.
See, I'm
Oh,
such
wow.
I'm so unskilled in being a mean girl. I don't even know the Mean Girls movie.
That's a great movie. It's a
I
great
know the movie by name, but I didn't know what you were talking about. But you are wearing pink.
All
I am.
hail Lindsay Lohan. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna get going.
Yes.
All
Well,
right, thank
3
you,
hours.
everyone.
But
We'll see you
thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you,
All right,
everyone.
bye.
everybody
Thanks,
for
Jeff,
coming.
for hosting.
If you need papers, neverinnana@gmail.com.
So I'm going to put that on here again. So,
I will send them to you.
All right, I got some pizza I can be eating now.
Go eat some pizza.
Yeah.
but
All
again,
right.
thank you, everyone.
Have a good night, everybody.
So
Bye.
again, we will, if you have any questions, put them in the comments.
Yep.
So, but again, thank you everyone for just
So-
being here and being kind. So y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.